of a free fall re-evolution of how we as human beings tell stories. The DeGenerous DAO is a project that has created an ecosystem of gaming and storytelling products controlled and connected by AI and NFTs. And it gives you the power to reclaim your own story. Because we live in a world in which we no longer tell our own stories. For all of human history, humanity sat around the campfire and told tales of who we are as individuals, as people. And in the last 100 years, we have ceded that control to institutions and corporations who have created a barrier of entry to the stories we tell about ourselves. We have lost the oral tradition. However, we have a way to reclaim it. By harnessing the power of the blockchain and AI, a DeGenerous DAO has created a series of apps that are connected to NFT-created franchises, and an AI-powered platform that allows you as the user to participate in not only playing stories that you have a deciding role in, but also being able to create your own stories. Our ecosystem is as follows. We released 1,000 NFTs that are available on ETH and Base. It's a mirrored system. So you have the L2 capabilities to be able to reduce the cost of transaction fees. With those NFTs, they're called potentials, you have access to Connexus, which is an AI-powered storytelling platform that allows you to play through infinitely generative choose-your-own-adventure stories, where the AI is generating the images, high-quality AI art images that are one of one. While playing this, you are the only person who then gets to see this experience. There's an AI-generated voice and music and sound that takes you through these stories. Now, initially, these stories are a part of the lore that we have created. We are telling a story about AI, using AI, about how AI takes over and, well, destroys all of life as we know it. So that's the franchise called the Discordian Saga that we have created, that you can take place in not only these daily adventures that you can play using your NFT, but then also as a community-governed narrative, where every week there is a high-quality AI video that is produced that you get to choose as a community through on-chain voting what happens next in that story. And we've been telling this story since May of 2023, and it's just been evolving ever since. Connected to that is what we call the Sagaverse gaming, which within each of these stories, there comes times in which it's connected to a game that you can play directly. So in the story, there'll be a war that's going on, and then you get to play a top-down shooter that can actually determine the fate of what happens in the overall collective narrative. And finally, in our ecosystem is philanthropy. We are partnered with Lions Clubs International, which is the world's largest service organization with 1.4 million members in 200 countries in the world. In fact, I am currently sitting on the marketing committee of their international board of directors. Because the stories we tell as human beings needs to be a story in which we make a difference in this world. There's so much good that this space can do if only we let it. So the Connexus app, as you can see here, it allows us to create this Web3 created app, but for a Web2 world. It is the AI storytelling platform that allows you to choose how your story is being told. How long do you want this interactive story to be? What kind of genre would you like it to be? What kind of style would you like your story to be told. Imagine having access to a platform that allows you to tell interactive children's stories that are infinitely generative and change every single night when you're reading to your child. They can be the star of that story and choose how the adventure turns out. The next level of where we're taking this is then the user-generated content. So we have stories that are preloaded and are connected within the world, and this is where it gets really interesting because we can connect to any brand, any project, and within a span of 15 minutes have a uniquely created brand experience. So we've partnered with other NFT projects and created these stories that are connected to their community's lore that they can instantly have access to. And so this user-generated content we call public dreaming. This is Connexus version 2, which is in development and should be released fairly soon now, allows you to create your own stories. And through the tokenization that we will be creating and releasing, begin to actually earn revenue based off of other people playing your story. So you begin to control and own your own IP in this space. So if you come up with an interactive story game that people find interesting and begin to play, well, you can begin to earn directly from that. The key value proposition of what we're doing is interactivity. So these, infinitely unique choose-your-own-adventure stories happen, and you can see these are real pictures that are generated from a live Connexus story that we're doing. And every time you play it, the AI adapts and generates to new ways of taking you through this story. And it's continual engagement. We have 1,000 holders who are sort of testing for us as we are preparing to roll this out to Web 2. And they're playing on a daily basis, and never once have we seen someone have the exact same story experience, which is so much fun. Where it gets interesting, though, is when it comes to trait generation for your NFTs. We as human beings are a collection of our recollected experiences. Our memories are based off of the decisions we make in life. Why can't we have that for NFTs? Every decision that you make in the story is remembered. And based off of that decision, you have the opportunity to evolve your NFT. Through airdrops and powered by Remark tech stack, modular NFTs allow you to, every decision that you make, you can begin to earn items which are tradable, that are NFTs that are sort of nested to your profile, picture, that you can use to constantly evolve based off the decisions you make. The days of having a static PFP are long gone. We have the technology to evolve as we move forward. And you can actually see, so this is an example here of the potential customization of taking your base NFT here and then equipping various things onto it that you have earned through story decisions. So we just recently had a story decision in which people earned a new backdrop, whether or not they chose peace or war. These are the potentials of what we're doing. When we think about this gaming, this is what I was talking about, the Sagaverse gaming. These are the examples of these little fun top-down games that are connected into the stories that we're doing. And in closing, though, all of these things, as I said, are also tied to this concept of making the world a better place. Off of our raise, we donated $125,000 to charity, a charity where every single dollar goes directly back into the community. They have no overhead. And we led a trip of 40 people to India, where over the course of a week, we impacted over 40,000 lives off of telling stories. What is your story? How do you want to change the world? Well, for us, it is through the process of unlocking your true potential. So thank you very much for your time and consideration. Please, if you want to know more, go to DeGenerousDAO.com, contact at biz@DeGenerousDAO.com. If you have a project, we'd love to partner with you and empower you and your potential. Thank you very much. My name is Daniel Marnie Elkins, and it's been a pleasure.